dear students. Today you are going to learn the hemodialysis unit. Here hemodialysis unit means how the hemodialysis machines having a many block diagrams, block functions. So each block function, what is its contribution towards the purifying the blood, that is called hemodialysis. So we'll see that what is hemodialysis. So hemodialysis unit you are seeing here. Here the unclean blood is taken from the atrial and it has been observed with the help of a blood pump. We know that it is called a parasitic blood pump. We have already seen that. That is unclean blood is directed towards the dialyzer. Dialyzer is having the exchange dialysate chamber. So this dialysate chamber, it is having a dialysate concentrate solution and water mixed one. So it will contain with the unclean blood. So here unwanted waste and all have been removed with the help of a semi-permeable membrane, and this semi-permeable membrane provides a osmosis method. By that way the unclean blood have been cleaned with the help of this one. What is this clean blood is again given to the vein. So here there are two basic units are there in a hemodialysis that we'll see one by one. So first we are going to learn what is a hemodialysis. Here the hemodialysis is one of the most important prosthetic device in a modern medicines. We are calling usually that is called the artificial kidney. That means here the hemodialysis unit is called artificial kidney because it is a prosthetic device, because it will provide the artificial function of nephrons and renal function. So renal function, entire things have been done with the help of a hemodialysis unit. So that's why we are calling it artificial kidney. Here the artificial kidney is which is periodically connected to the circulatory system of uranic patients. The uranic patients, renal failure patient is called a uranic patients. It is used to remove the metabolic waste products from the patient blood. A general scheme for the operation of this device is a hemodialysis unit. You are seeing in the figure. Here there are two basics units in the hemodialysis system. One is a exchanger, another one is a dialysate delivery system. These both unit are very important for purifying the blood in the hemodialysis unit, and you are going to learn many information from this one. So first we will discuss what is the hemodialysis unit. Here hemodialysis unit, another name is called as artificial kidney. Here the dialysate are delivered having the delivery system, and which is consist of many units. Here each in this case, here the unit mixes the dialysate from the concentrate before pumping through it exchange chamber. So you are seeing the diagram. The atrial blood is have been pumped and which is directed towards the exchanger dialysate chamber. So this dialysate chamber, it is consist of membrane and also a mixture of water and a dialysate concentrate. So these have been taken from a metering pump. So water and dialysate concentrate are taken from a metering pump with a limited amount, and these both are mixed through with the help of a mixing chamber. So these mixed water and dialysate concentrate are pumped towards the exchange dialysate chamber. So this dialysate chamber, it will add unclean blood and dialysate concentrate, both are adding, and it will with the help of semi-permeable membrane, the blood is purified, and unwanted product or molecule waste and all, it have been removed through the pump. So this is that you are seeing that the clean blood is taken and given to the venous. That blood name is called venous blood. So here you are seeing that the what we can say means here there is a two basic component units. one is a exchanger, another one is a dialysate delivery system. Here the dialysate delivery system, we'll see that here, and also we'll talk about the exchanger. First we'll talk about the exchanger. So here the exchanger is consists of a dialysis chamber itself, you are seeing in the diagram, which is having the compartment containing the patient blood and also containing the dialysate. Okay, so both the component are containing in the exchanger dialysate chamber. These two compartments are separated by the semi-permeable membrane, and that allows the waste component in the blood to diffuse through the dialysate, which carries them away from the blood. So now here there are three basic of exchange in use. Here the coil dialyzer consists of tube made up of semi-permeable membrane material, which is mounted into the coil in such a way that the dialysate can be circulated between the individual turns of it. This is the most commonly used type of dialyzer. Here it has a limitation that the coil must be fairly long and to provide a large effective surface area for the mass transport, and thus impose a relative high resistance to the flow of blood. For this reason only, and to maintain the effective blood flow, it is necessary to put a pump in a series with the atrial blood supply to increase the pressure. However, the increased pressure improves the ultrafiltration rate of a membrane, and it is important in this unit, that is the dialysate also be forcefully circulated to the ensured rapid mixing, because a fresh dialysate must be available to the surface of the membrane through the coil. A pump is necessary for dialysate as well as. So here we will see that what is that, will one by one we will go for that. Here you are seeing the dialysate path. So dialysate path, it's having a dialyzer and a heat exchanger is there. These are our modern dialysate path. Okay, here the second type of exchanger, it is used in artificial kidney system in a which is connected in parallel plate dialyzer. So here it is construction is similar to the multi-layer parallel plate capacitor with the plates made up of semi-permeable membrane material. The blood is circulated between the pair of plate, and a dialysate is circulated between other plates. So each place this serves as a membrane between the dialysate and the blood. The blood flows in a thin sheet to maximize the surface to volume ratio for the dialyzer. So the third type of exchange apparatus is a hollow fiber kidney. It consists of from 10,000 to 15,000 hollow fiber with an internal diameter approximately 0.2 mm and a length approximately 150 mm connected in a parallel manner. So now we see that one. So here in this case the blood flows in the lumina fiber while the dialysate surrounds them. The walls of fiber serves as a semi-permeable membrane. The dialysis is pumped through the space surrounding the fiber to achieve most efficient exchange. The remainder of artificial kidney consists of a dialysate delivery system. This dialysate is made up of water with various solute added here. Either it is prepared in a batch and pumped through a dialysis chamber, or in a particular application in which a large amount of dialysate are used here, Therefore, a concentrated solution of solute is made and automatically mixed with the pure water to achieve the correct concentration. The meter pump is administered here to the correct amount of dialysate concentration and water which are into the mixing chamber to produce the dialysate, which is then pumped through the dialysis chamber, where it picks up the metabolic waste product and is then discarded through the waste product chamber. So, as in the case of cardiovascular prosthesis, the hemodialysis apparatus does not require any electronic instrument to function, and however in this device with the patient, the clinicians finds that several pieces of electronic instrument greatly aid in its application and operation, because only a membrane separates the patient blood from a dialysate. It is important that any leaks in the membrane to be detected immediately before the serious losses of blood occurs. In same case, in fact, the dialysate can leak into the patient's circulatory systems also. The blood is usually at a higher pressure than a dialysate here. So, the losses is the hazard of major concern in a dialysate. So, this dialysate is a clear liquid, and presence of blood in it, it can be detected as a colorimetric or optic density change. That's the optical system are used to detect the leakage in order to prevent that one. In addition, the instruments which monitor the pressure in the blood component to detect the rapidly any abnormalities such as a major leaks or clotting phenomena that might be change the pressure. So, here the cross concentration of electrolytes of dialysate is also monitored by the electronic instrument, because the solute is made up of electrolyte. The overall concentration of these in the dialysate is determined by the impedance techniques. Thus, by measuring conductivity of these mixing chamber with the help of instrument can be detected, and we can find any major abnormalities in a concentration of a dialysate. Before the dialysate enter the dialysis chamber, we have to monitor these abnormalities. So, another common problem common to both hemodialysis unit and the pump oxygenator is air bubbles cannot be tolerated in the blood to re-enter the patients. This is the air emboli, that is maybe life threatening also. Thus, it is important that same type of bubble detector to be included in the path of blood before it re-enters the body. If the bubbles are detected, the blood pump is turned off until the technician operating the dialyzer solves this problem. Okay, thank you very much for listening patiently. We will see it in the next class.